you saw the outflows from ETHE. People always ask me, well, aren't these just flows coming out of there into the other ones? Because net positive, it's actually a little less than zero for these. Or are there new people coming into your fund?
Look, we're 1 week in, Eric, but I think you raise a really important point. This was a strong launch, but this is a story in the early days about access and finding the optimum access points for investors who want Ethereum in their portfolios. And so we were actually, if you look at trading volumes, because it's important to look at both, Ether was, I think, 40% of new assets gathered, but 25% of trading volumes, because there has been a lot of outflows, not just from the other Ethereum higher priced ETF product, but probably also from proxy vehicles, because investors really want to get their ETH exposure, especially if they're going to use it in the context of an overall portfolio in an ecosystem they have confidence in.
And now another thing a lot of people are looking for, the next sort of catalyst will be these big wirehouses. Morgan Stanley, Wells Fargo, UBS, they've got trillions of advisor assets. Where are they at in terms of onboarding these ETFs and even soliciting them?
Yeah, that is exactly what I think will be the story of this year and next year. They are doing their jobs, and their job is risk analytics, due diligence, and really looking at, and they look at them very differently, of course, because, you know, as we know, Bitcoin and ETH are two very different asset classes with different use cases, but looking at their role in the portfolio and particularly their utility as portfolio diversifiers. And I think what will then happen towards the end of this year and into next year is we will see allocations made in model portfolios, which will give us much more of a steer as to how investors are using them.
Has BlackRock put the crypto ETFs into your own model portfolios?
So our not into our model portfolios, and all of our model allocations and also all of our holdings period are generally public. So you can see where we have allocations, either very small allocations, either to crypto or crypto futures or crypto ETFs.
And I am curious. I mean, you've got Bitcoin, you've got Ether, you're leading the market there. Are you done? Are we going to see a BlackRock Solana ETF, for example? What's next?
Not in the near term. So we really look at the investability to see what meets the criteria, what meets the bar to be delivered in an ETF. And for us right now, both between investability considerations and also what we hear from our clients, Bitcoin and ETH definitely meet that bar. I think it will be a while before we see anything else.